Hey Leute, es geht wieder weiter bei einer neuen Runde zu E3. Wie ihr sehen könnt, ist jetzt die PC Gaming Show am Point. Ich werde das nachstreamen. Ihr wisst, dass das schon war. Aber ich werde die, weil das so spät gestern war, wollte ich die nachgucken. Ich habe keinen Ton. Ich habe keinen Ton. Warte mal. Das ist von denen, ne? Ah, nur Audio, guck. Die hat tatsächlich am Anfang Fehler. Lol. Nein, die vergessen Audio wieder anzuschalten. Voll schade, ne?
You were able to finance this year's PC gaming show by, you know, selling all those black market graphics cards you've been hoarding.
Jetzt haben wir's. Also 1,5 Stunden.
Ah, yes, a crime with absolutely no real-world consequences. Hey, Frankie, wait a minute. Is that a 65-ton catapult mech model CPLTC-1 as featured in Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries?
Sean, I always knew you had immaculate taste. It most certainly is.
I can't wait for this year's significantly more weaponized PC gaming show to go off without a hitch. Which reminds me, Debbot, can you run a quick hitch scan?
Yes, Sean. Of course, Sean. Running hitch scan.
Oh, and I also want to warmly welcome someone new to the crew. Mika Burton, welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here and look forward to bringing all of you fresh new PC games and hardware.
Hitch scan complete. 0 hitches found presently or in 13,908,665 possible futures.
Hooray!
Yeah!
So what's the plan, Cap?
Well, Frankie, Debbot's gonna send you the coordinates for your first target, now. Your targets might be exclusive interviews, trailer premieres, or any number of amazing new computer games to beam down to the fine people on Earth.
Mission received.
Now, this is going to continue until all the targets are acquired and our mission is completed smoothly and without a hitch. Isn't that right, Debbot?
Yes, no hitches located, Sean. Not a single hitch in sight.
But first, let's teleport down to the stage to check in on E3 happenings. The only reason we're allowed to legally be back on Earth.
Oh, planet Earth!
Oh, great to be back, right? Am I right?
One of my favorite planets in the whole galaxy.
Okay, die Frau kann sich sehen lassen.
And thank God that teleporter was conveniently built just out of frame of camera. Mika, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2021. It feels great to be back on a live stage once again. Over the next 90 minutes, we're going to bring you a showcase of some of the most exciting upcoming PC titles with world premieres and exclusive interviews.
And if dozens of new trailers wasn't enough for you guys, later in the show, we are going to tell you how to win a custom Mechwarrior 5 themed PC powered by Intel. So you're going to want to stick around for that.
Now, make sure to keep out a special look for a special promo code throughout the show from Humble Bundle, during which you can get a ticket to get Civilization 6 Platinum Edition for just $10. But right now, we're gonna kick things off with Naraka Bladepoint, probably the most original entry in the Battle Royale genre this year. Let's go!
Okay. Boah. Ah ja, da habe ich mich schon gefragt, wie kann die bitte daraus sehen? Habt ihr schon mal gesehen? Das kam schon mal. Wie kann die mit der Augenbinde sehen? Ja, ich kann mal größer machen. Muss man aber nicht.
You are watching the 2021 PC Gaming Show, and I am the new cloud-based dev
Ich habe Liste gemacht, ja, aber das ist aber nicht so besonders viel. Sollen 39 Spiele gezeigt werden. Dying Light 2, Humankind, Chivalry 2, Age of Empires 4, Ark 2, Sons of the Forest, Golem, Vampire, The Masquerade, GeForce, wie man es gerade sieht, Wartales, Die Siedler, Quantum Error, Herr der Ringe. Achso, habe ich schon doppelt. Herr der Ringe, Golem. Da habe ich doppelt hier. Und Lords of the Fallen.
Finally, I've made it. My time is now. I will become the best player this school has ever seen. Dodgeball Academia, here I come.
Okay. Diese komische Spiele, ne? Die ich irgendwie niemals anrühren werde.
Make sure to check out Dodgeball Academia out soon from Humble Games. Ooh, that was sweet! Don't you agree, DevBot?
Sure, whatever you say, Sean. I agree with whatever you say.
I'm sensing a little bit of resentment there, buddy. Has something rusted your ports?
Nothing. I am happy to play second fiddle to a captain as charming and handsome as you. I have also definitely.
Warte mal, ich skippe mal die Gespräche, weil ich kenne die ja gar nicht. Ich stehe es ja eh so nicht.
Pigott, CEO and creative director of Torn Banner
Chivalry
Studios.
2.
Hey guys, Steve Pigott, Torn Banner Studios and creative director on Chivalry 2, was just launched 5 days ago. I'm so happy to be here at the PC Gaming Show.
That's really nice.
Chivalry 2, if you don't know, is a first-person slasher, which is like a first-person shooter, except instead of guns and grenades, you've got swords, battle axes, longbows, and players are fighting it out on these huge 64-player battlefields. It's all about creating those epic sword-fighting duels that you see in medieval Hollywood movies, and also that huge clash, the Battle of the Bastards kind of chaos and carnage. So the post-launch support plan is going to look like a mixture of mid and massive level content updates coming out across this year. One of the things we're most excited about is taking it to different eras in the medieval period. Before we've done the early period, now we're going closer to the later period in the upcoming update where you're going to get a bit more refined medieval armors and refined atmospheres that you can then go in and tarnish it and smear blood all over. But We really want to take players into different experiences and make each of our maps its own game mode and make it something that, you know, medieval army would actually do when they go into space. And, you know, when you come across these pristine gardens and this beautiful castle, you get to tear it all down and cause, you know, it's a canvas for your destruction.
Slay them all!
Our passion for Chivalry 2 is basically bottom line. It's the game that got us onto the scene and started the company, and it's the game that's going to take us so much further.
With the post-launch plan for Chivalry 2, the game at launch is a foundation. It's intentionally been built to be extended.
It's not just out and done. We're going to support it a lot with post-launch content.
Gallancourt is the first TO map that's coming out post-launch.
Gallancourt is going to take us to the high medieval times or the late medieval times.
It really captures the Agathian ideals of being this like noble, rich, wealthy place where the prosperous live.
You're going to feel like you're sieging Tower of London if it was on a port where ships could dock into. You'll also be blowing up a couple ships, which is fun. We've got a ton of weapons coming in at launch, but there'll be more and more added to it post-launch as well.
A new fighting style is really going to change up the experience and change how you have to fight everyone. Post-launch content is something that we're going to be working on for a long time.
The game is really going to at least double in size for free.
Oh yeah!
Next up, we have an exciting look at Dying Light 2, and make sure to stick
Oh,
around.
Dying Light 2. Und was? Das ist nicht Dying Light 2. Splatoon. What the fuck? Rawmen.
Hi, my name is Piotr Szymanek. I'm narrative director in Dying Light 2, Stay Human. Today, especially for the viewers of the PC Gaming Show, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the Dying Light universe. So, stay tuned. Every tragedy begins somewhere. This one started with a virus that escaped from Haran, the city we met in the first part of the game, and it reached the whole world, including the city where Dying Light 2 takes place. Remember January 6, 2025. That day, later known as Black Monday, the military ordered chemicals to be dropped on the city. It was a mistake. A huge mistake. The chemicals mixed with water penetrated the soil, killing plants, turning most people into bloodthirsty monsters. Don't think of them as zombies though. They are more like half-alive, suffering people who attack everything that lives as a result of their pain and rage. Those who survived the chemical raid took refuge on the rooftops. A new order has been born in the city. People live on rooftops, monsters in the streets. Nobody in their right mind would dare to come down. Well, let's say almost nobody. The exception is the main character of Dying Light 2, Aiden. But why is he braver than others? How did he develop such a unique parkour and combat skills? Believe me guys, I would gladly answer all these questions, but I'm not here to spoil it for you. Let me tell you one thing.
Same nightmare haunts me every night. I'm locked up with other kids. I don't know what he did to me, but he did it every day, over and over, looking for something he couldn't find. The worst part was that he did the same to my sister. I'll never forget her scream when they separated us. But what could I do? They had rifles, and we were 5 years old. And there was a fire, explosions, chaos. I got away. Soldiers took me out of the city, but my sister stayed there. My Mia, I left her.
We meet Aiden as one of the many, many children undergoing mysterious medical research. The last thing Aiden remembers from that time is extreme pain, then a fire, and a little girl that was being tested with him. Her name was Mia. She was his sister. What happened next after the fire? Is Mia still alive? The following years haunted Aiden with these questions and with guilt over leaving her. Moreover, Mia is the only answer to the question who Aiden really is. Now in 2036, we meet Aiden when, for the first time during his pilgrimage, he finds a clue about how to find his sister. Aiden's path to the truth is tough, full of challenges and adventures. The difficult choices to make as well as their consequences await you. You're going to discover them all in December 2021.
Okay. Stay home.
Ooh, that was Dying Light 2, and it looks great.
And spooky.
Whew, well, we are here back on the E3 stage so we can get
here. We're only going to manufacture.
That is the compelling, personally pulling for.
This Mechwarrior showdown, Humankind.
Humankind. Steht auch auf mir.
In Humankind, you will be creating a civilization as unique as you are. And speaking of unique, it's me, Frankie Ward. Looking kind of good, don't you think? Wondering how I got into the game? Let me show you.
Was diese Frankie, die da ist?
Oh, you think you can beat me? Posture all you like.
Die hat sich selbst in dem Spiel verewigt.
Get ready to play against me in the Humankind closed beta, starting now.
Was ist das denn schon wieder? always run. Ist auch nicht meins.
Thank you for watching the PC Gaming Show. My name is Devbot.
Okay, es geht schwer. What the fuck?
Oh! Hey! You want it? Come and get it.
Okay.
Well, it's about time.
Joining me to talk about Orcs Never Seen
Orcs and bad guys trying to get into these rifts, and the player has to stop them. We give players tons of weapons and traps and tools to do this, and while you're defending the rifts, you can play solo or you can invite a friend and play co-op.
Now, since this is the third game in the series, what's new compared to the previous two titles?
There are 2 new campaigns, but the main new story campaign takes place about 25 years after Orcs Must Die 2, so not only will the fans be able to catch up on any new developments with the Order, but they will also place some new heroes in our all-new war scenarios, which are these new massive levels where you fight hundreds of orcs on the battlefields outside of the fortress themselves. So you're fighting indoors and outdoors, which is pretty new. We have a new mode called Scramble. It's basically adding random elements against the player, making the levels more challenging.
I want to know about the toys. What are the new weapons and the new traps that are coming?
We added war machines and war guardians. So a war machine is like, there are these massive traps, like you might release a giant tornado on the battlefield, or you'll climb into a catapult and you'll fire at giant orc armies. And then the war guardians are it's like putting other war mages on the battlefield with you to fight with you, except they have their own attacks and their own special abilities.
Well, I gotta ask then, when and where can we play Orcs Must Die?
So OMD3 is coming out on July 23rd on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox, and pre-orders start today. So you should rush off to Steam now and put OMD3 on your wish list.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jerome K. Jones. Once again, just a few more weeks to wait for Orcs Must Die 3. For now, though, it's time for us to take a look at Vampire the Masquerade Swansong.
Jetzt wird's interessanter. Die fand ich nämlich nicht so schlecht.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mit diese Cinematics, ne?
10. Where are you hiding, sweetie? Halsey.
Die sieht aber auch nicht gerade normal aus. Die ist so blass. Okay.
You come for me and mine. But first, you need to find us. All I want is to be with my little girl.
Is that so much to ask?
Okay. Das Gameplay.
Hello, this is CERN from Passion Republic Games. We are a Malaysian-based indie game studio working on GigaBash, a multiplayer arena brawlers inspired by kaijus and heroes. Today, we'd like to showcase some new and exciting gameplay footage of our oversized characters in action. Please, enjoy the brawl.
ist wie Power Ranger. Das war auch nicht meins. Auf jeden Fall nicht meins.
Let's check out a trailer for Lemnis Gate and make sure you hang around afterwards for the developer interview with Sean.
Mankind is
facing total annihilation.
We stand on the verge of extinction.
Infertility spreading across the globe.
Humanity's last living generation.
a major scientific breakthrough.
Yet there is hope for our future.
The project known as the Lemnis Gate.
But if we are to survive, first we must go back. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Shield. Protect and serve.
You have only one mission. Activate the Lemnis Gate.
Okay.
Joining us to talk about Lemnis Gate is the game director from Rat Loop Games Canada.
A 25-second time, 25 seconds. And then we, turn by turn, layer new characters into the same 25-second time loop. So for example, I may run down a hallway and throw a grenade, killing one of your operatives. But then on the next turn, you may intercept my operative before he threw the grenade. So we have Retrieve XM, Seek and Destroy, Classic Deathmatch, and we have a game mode called Domination.
Can you walk me through a little bit of like what a few turns and where?
It will launch on PC and console, both current and next-gen platforms.
Thank you so much for joining us, James Anderson. Once again, that is the genre Space Rebels.
And this no man's land has a technical term. It's called common, which means,
Das ist aber auch nicht so
my
interessant.
friends, that space is for everyone. And I mean everyone!
Next Space Rebels.
Wer hat denn der Kenny beantwortet? Soll ich Cam Racer machen? Hab ich gar nicht gesehen. Sorry, Kenny. Was? Kenny, bist du noch da? Vielleicht ist ja...
You up for it?
Cool, ich feiere ich gerade.
You guys just saw Next Space Rebels. And hey, if you play enough of that game, maybe you'll get good enough at building rockets to join us up in orbit. But don't do anything illegal like Day 9 did. Last break, we set up our Intel and Mechwarrior 5 custom PC contest and asked you guys at home to vote for the winners. Well, we're just down to 3 houses now, with Davion, Russell Haig, and Liao being eliminated. So rip to those factions, press F to pay respects, etc., etc. Now that means that we only have 3 houses left: Karina, Steiner, and Merrick. So make sure to vote now, because the winner will determine the build of the custom Mechwarrior 5 themed PC powered by Intel. So let's keep the show moving. And next up, it's a brand new medieval RPG. This is Wartales.
Ja, hast ein bisschen recht.
100 years have passed since the rise of the Edoran Empire and its untimely demise following the Great Plague.
Ich weiß.
In these troubled times of quarreling factions and outlaws roaming the land,
was ist das?
Work is not scarce for a band
cool
of
aus.
mercenaries. The stories of this age have been recorded.
Ich finde immer
They are known as the Wartales.
The Wartales. Diese Aussprache war so geil. Ja, es sieht doch anders aus, als ich gedacht. Ich glaube, der ist nicht mehr da. Schade. Aber cool, dass er mal gerade kurz reingeschaut hat. Feier ich irgendwie. Ich habe mich auch ein bisschen so erkältet an, aber ich bin nicht erkältet. Das ist Allergie von Heuschnupfen. Ich arbeite ja, also ich bin ja Gärtner und arbeite halt draußen. Und heute ist ja schon diese komische Stimme. Das ist ganz schlimm, ganz schlimm. Ich hatte eben auch so rote Augen. Adern. Und
for your chance to win.
Mir lief die Nase, also sowas ist immer ganz schlimm.
This is E3 after all.
Vor allem,
and this year's PC Gaming
was
Show
wir da
is
irgendwie mit Freischneiden absäbeln, diese Seitenschneider, ne? So komische Blumen, die keine Sau kennt, wie so, so ekligen. Da musst du echt erbrechen, weil wir so eine Scheiße. Und sie abmachst, da kommst du einen richtig Schmuck auf.
And rescuing the survivors of other failed expeditions. We think this will be a brilliant entry into the genre when it releases. So, here is your first look at Ixion.
Warpomere. Oh, Warpomere ist immer gut. Das ist immer gut. Und es ist verdammt warm. Es soll ja noch wärmer werden, ne? Damit wir auch seit 32 Grad werden.
The Earth,
was ist los?
Our home. She is unique.
Was ist
Held
das?
in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort.
Boah, ich hätte gerne gefragt für einen Tipp an Kenny. Kann man den anschreiben? Nee, geht schlecht, ne? Gibt's doch gar nicht mehr auf YouTube.
Which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children to carry on. Domos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation.
Ich weiß gar nicht, wie ich den kontaktieren kann. Ich würde gerne mal wissen, wegen der Facecam, weißt du? Weil irgendwie, ich habe so komische Auflösung, oder? Das ist nicht das Original, was ich hier sehe. Soll normalerweise besser sein.
That the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the
toll, ich rede gerade mit mir selber, ich sehe gerade, oder? Teilnehmer einer. Das bin ich, oder was?
To explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vol engine.
Was ist das denn jetzt? Parlon Sates. Sehr, 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 sehr viele Indies dieses Jahr.
Sean, what if for one segment
Was ist das denn jetzt? Keine Ahnung, wie ich den anschreiben könnte. Kann man gar nicht mal auf YouTube. War früher immer so, das konnte man jedem anschreiben. Was ich aber nicht verstehe, ist jetzt einer da oder nicht? Oder zählt das der eine Zuschauer als meiner? Verstehe ich nicht. Ich bin ja... Killing Floor 2.
A little help would be appreciated.
It's the PC Gaming Show, and when you're not watching me, your favorite recurring bit of including limited time interviews.
So much more. Dare 95
legacy of I'm super of your machine. And when you're out in battle, it's not just a matter of pointing and shooting at everything. You're also managing your systems, whether you're, shooting a lot of energy weapons or missile weapons that have high heat output. Well, you got to manage your heat so that you don't shut down in the middle of a battle. When you're facing your foes, you can salvage these battle mechs. So if you see a mech that you want, well, you might not want to destroy it completely. You might want to take out its legs or take out its arm weapons so that the pilot has to eject, and then you can just take the mech.
Now, in the last few weeks, I understand that there's been a whole lot of new content, both updates to the base game and a new DLC, Heroes of the Inner Sphere. Talk to me about what's in the DLC.
Boy, there's a lot in the DLC. I'm excited about all this stuff. There's the new career mode. When you start with the DLC, you can import your campaign previously if you'd like to, or you can start over from scratch and start from any of the great houses. And then carve your path through the galaxy from there. Speaking of paths, there's new career paths, which earn you powerful upgrades for your battle mechs. And it's a really exciting satellite installation so that the enemy can't communicate with each other. You're taking out artillery emplacements. You're basically clearing the path, as I said, for your invasion force, which leads to a really cool ending of the mission if you succeed as your invasion force comes down. And there's a new biome called Extrasolar Moon, which that's maybe kind of represented in the image behind me. It's a really cool lunar type setting that we haven't had before. And then there's a lot of new equipment and weapons, things like electronic countermeasures and other electronic equipment like Beagle Active Probe, Mask, which is a little like a turbo boost for mechs, new weapons like chem lasers, mech rifles, and stream SRMs. So a lot of new content. I'm really excited about it.
Can you talk to me about what are the new different mechs? How do they play differently?
The 7 new chassis of the Vulcan, Dervish, Corsair, Marauder 2, Champion, Charger, and Hatamoto Chi. But a couple of my favorites.
Familiar names in there, yeah?
Yeah. So the first one I'll talk about is the Vulcan. It's a very unique mech. It's got the nickname the Scarecrow, which you'll see from the profile. It's just a very unique looking mech. There's nothing else like it in the franchise. It's a 40-ton mech. It's highly mobile, and typically it's used for reconnaissance or scout missions because of its mobility.
Klar, das Besondere war schon, glaube ich. Also es war
if you're looking for a specific target, if you're on an assassination mission, for example, you can get in there, find your target, get back out. Another mech that I'm super excited about, this is one of my favorites, is the Marauder 2. This thing is a 100-ton assault mech, and it is just huge. Yeah, it is gigantic, and it is terrifying to see it coming at you on the battlefield.
Is something we've talked about before. Modding. I know that Mechwarrior 5 has a rich modding community. What are some of the amazing mods you've seen developed?
There's simple modifications from HUD changes, changing colors, adding mechs, weapons, and equipment, to full conversion mods. We've got basically a mech commander mod in development that is just amazing. It's a top-down, real-time strategy game. So really, anything you can imagine, somebody out there in the community is probably working on.
T-shirts.
Where can people go to get Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries?
Yeah, you can pick it up on Steam, GOG, Epic Game Store, Microsoft PC, and of course Xbox.
Thank you so much, Darren Katz, for joining us to talk about Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. And of course, a warm thank you to Mechwarrior 5 for sponsoring the PC Gaming Show and giving me this cool patch. Coming up next, let's take a look at Silt.
Ich sag ja, irgendwie sind die ganzen Zuschauer nichts zu sehen. Die warten eher auf die großen Streamer. Da hast du echt keine Chance mehr in diesem Jahr. Kannst du tun, machen, was du willst. Da passiert nichts. Ich meine, ist mir recht, ist mir scheißegal. Aber wenn ich mit mir selber einfach rede, das ist ein bisschen blöd. Ich meine, klar, das tue ich so oder so. What the fuck? Okay, das sieht interessanter aus. Silt. Silt. Warte mal, guck mal grad. Vielleicht. Oh, Hello Neighbor 2. Silt heißt das, ne? Das sah nämlich interessanter aus. Early 2022. Ich tue es mal auf die Liste. So ein bisschen Storytime-mäßig, ne? Ha! Wie es bei dem aussieht, ne? Okay. Ja, Hello Neighbor 2 ist berechtigt. Aber bin ich der Freund davon.
Hi, I'm Rich Newbold, Game Director on Jurassic World Evolution 2. Following the incredible success of the first game, we are very excited to return to such an amazing world and bring you our most authentic experience yet. Set after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, you will work alongside iconic characters from the films, voiced by original talent such as Bryce Dallas Howard and Jeff Goldblum. You will lead efforts to contain, control, and conserve the many dinosaurs now out in the wild, And for the very first time, you will be building parks and facilities beyond Isla Nublar as you explore new, stunning locations across the globe. Of course, it wouldn't be Jurassic World if it wasn't for the stars of the show, our dinosaurs, and we are thrilled to be bringing to life even more authentic species than ever before, including awe-inspiring flying and marine reptiles. So sit back and allow me to welcome you to Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Den kennen wir doch schon. Ja, komm, das skippe ich.
Toy. Different world.
You just saw Jurassic World Evolution 2 without a hitch, with a host of new for all your park and getting all and even curious to see what it is. I have a feeling though that
verstörende Spiele sind das.
it just wouldn't be the PC gaming show without a fantastic...
Saw was what New Blood's got going on. As you know, is our next flagship title, inspired by great PC games like System Shock, Arcs Fatalis, Call of Cthulhu, and of course, the Thief series of games. And not
Dave, I'm sorry. That's really
Dave.
great, Dave. Gosh, this is kind of embarrassing. We kind of need to hurry it up a little bit. I just want to make sure that we have enough time for our next video. We got an incoming message from Gabe Newell. So I guess goodbye for this year. I'm really sorry to cut you off, but see you next year.
What? I'm sorry, what? You're bumping me. You're bumping me for Gabe. Gabe, that Gandalf look, he doesn't even go here.
Is everything okay, Dave?
Not now, Mom, I'm upset. We've spent a year on this. Where is Gabe? Where is Gabe? Where is his boat? Yeah, take me to him. Take me to Gabe Newell. Gabe. Bull. PC Gamer. This isn't over.
Guy.
I'm sure Dave is and will be fine. And if he's not, who cares? Because we have a special message from Gabe Newell. Take it away, Gabe.
Hi, this is Gabe Newell. I want to thank PC Gamer for all of the opportunities it gives us as developers to connect with gamers around the world and highlight the new and exciting projects we have coming. One of those for us is Steam Next Fest, an event we're hosting in just a few days to give players a chance to try demos of upcoming games for free. We'll be featuring some of the demos you'll be seeing during this week's PC Gamer event and dozens more. Here's a look at just some of the titles to be featured during Steam Next Fest.
Welcome to Steam Next Fest, where we're showing a massive collection of upcoming titles on Steam. During the week of the festival, developers from around the world release their demos for you to play.
Time to put on the gamer pants.
So go explore the newest titles. From first-time devs to seasoned pros, this is Steam Next Fest.
So, Premiere. What? Premiere? Ist das nicht etwas Soulstice? Das sieht... Die haben komische Konturfarbe, ne? In den Charakteren. Das ging aber sehr schnell, ne?
Hello, Sean. I am Dodgeball, dedicated to
Building and upgrading your rig is as much a part of the hobby as playing the games. We put our heart and soul into these machines, and if that means using enough RGB to light the Vegas Strip, who's to judge us? This year, with the help of PC Gamer's hardware editors, which I'm pretty sure they're just, weird brains in a jar, we've picked out 4 of the most exciting pieces of kit set to emerge from labs soon. First up, something fittingly sci-fi. The Impulse is a neurocontroller that aims to make you a better gamer by cutting out response times, but it's giving you the CSL close to the field on your rig. Yes, if you want to play handheld PC more, so trimmings, but screen that's not only fast, but brighter than the sun.
Okay, aber habe ich was geskippt. Was ist das? Warhammer. Lemins Gate.
You just got the chance to witness Chaos Gate demolishing these a spooky and gorgeous
Ja,
looking
nach
shooter.
jedem Spiel mal reden müssen, ne? Schwer Russisch. Dritte russische Spiel.
Терпеть ужаснейшие кошмары за весь тот хаос, который вы пережили. А вы ведь, как и многие другие, всего-навсего желали счастливой жизни, не так ли? Пожалуйста, не смотрите на меня, как на монстра. Я думаю, что я почти такая же, как и вы. Вы лучше скажите мне, а вы приняли условия острова? Какой ценой вы хотите обрести счастье?
Хочешь устроить новый рейд на могильник? Сейчас это невозможно. На острове скоро вновь разгорится война. Истовики начнут замес бригады, и ни у кого из них больше не будет сил, чтобы нас поддерживать. Единственный выход для нас — начать собирать остатки вымпела. Нет, далеко не все из наших товарищей погибли. Это невероятно суицидальная миссия, и для того, чтобы ее выполнить, нам нужны наши ребята. Да, они, возможно, не захотят, но нам все равно надо найти их.
Понимаете? Я ведь ни капельки не злюсь на вас. Нет, мы с вами точно не враги. Вы не понимаете меня и не понимаете остров. Вы смотрите на меня и на другие порождения острова, как на врагов. Но мы все всего лишь друг друга боимся. Поэтому нам так плохо. Поэтому нам так одиноко. Остров дал нам шанс создать новую прекрасную жизнь. И мы даже не пытаемся этим шансом воспользоваться.
Кто вы такие? Назовите себя!
Давай, давай!
Мы здесь, чтобы передать вам прощальное послание, товарищ Волков. Химическое оружие уже уехало в могильник. Теперь все, что вы делаете, просто тщетно.
Ах вы поганые предатели!
Блядь! Pioner.
time is running out to vote for which custom PC you'd like us to assemble. So vote now for one of the remaining Mechwarrior factions by typing into chat wherever you at home are watching. All right, so now we've got another stack of brand new trailers for you, beginning with a special transmission from one of our favorite games based in space, EVE Online.
New recruits, on behalf of Conquest, I would like to welcome you to the EVE Online's Academy. Great job in surviving so far. I'm quite amazed that you actually managed to get past those pirates earlier. You're about to take on an adventure like no other. The star cluster is filled with other capsuleers, and it's up to you if you work with them or against them. You can make a living as a peaceful explorer, or as an industrialist, shaping the foundations of EVE's economy. If combat is your thing, you can work yourself up the ranks as an enforcer, or prove your prowess in a fleet as a soldier of fortune. Whatever your choice, we will lose many on the path of becoming a capsuleer. But I believe you have what it takes to become a capsuleer. In EVE Online, you forge your own path.
This is EVE. You know, it's a crazy universe where anything can happen, and however you want to do it, go for it.
I'm the CEO of a industrial corporation in EVE Online. We're a 5-man operation, and we specialize in manufacturing and delivering fully fitted chips in bulk.
I want to be on the side of the people who are fighting against the oppression, against the bad guys, and it's like a project, and you're kind of putting the pieces together by getting the skills ready for the ship and all the modules, and that ship basically is the dream.
You get to use cloaking devices, probes to scan down unknown parts of space, and there's always the threat of being discovered by another player who might be out hunting explorers.
Your heart's racing, everything, you know, bullets are flying, ships are all over the place, and you start shaking because your adrenaline's pumping because you're going to lose your ship.
Warpomö. Among Us. Die Dingens-Show. Wie heißt die?
Chcielibyśmy zaprosić wszystkich widzów PC Gaming Show oraz fanów gier Survivor Horror RPG do obejrzenia naszego World Premiere, w którym znajduje się ekskluzywny gameplay z misji The Haste, czyli wielkiego finału naszej gry Chernobylite.
Blatt.
How do I enter that power plant?
We need intel, backup, supplies, and most of all, we need a fucking plan. We'll take our next step when the time is right. For today, let's focus on getting our strength back. Somewhere to sleep would be a start.
Das kennen wir schon, ne? Oder?
I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana?
That ghost you're chasing. I don't know what to tell you.
Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple check everything is ready. Sniper, are you in position?
Affirmative. I took the roof of an abandoned building with a pretty little view of the entire power plant. Igor, take a rad reading, will you?
3.6. Not great, not terrible.
Don't go anywhere, because we have more games on the way. But coming up later, our friends at Games Radar will be bringing you the Future Games Show, a digital showcase of some of the most exciting games coming to consoles and PCs.
Was eigentlich mit Sniper Elite? Das ist mal eine Werbung für Future Games Show. Die kommt ja dann, also bei mir kommt die eine halbe Stunde später. Nachdem. Kann ich in Ruhe essen. Gegebenenfalls. Gucken wir mal. Sacrifire. Icarus. Ist auch so geil, wäre so eine eigene VR-Präsentation, Konferenz. Ganz eigene VR-Konferenz. Okay, das sieht aus wie jedes x-beliebige Spiel. Ist leider so. Pioner, Icarus.
In a future of endless futile war, desertion into hostile syndicate territory was your only option. And this open world RPG, from the jungle to the streets. Maybe if you can infiltrate the factions, rob the syndicates, keep your team together, and stay alive, you might just find a way off this planet. Mecha Jammer.
Okay, es war aber sehr, sehr kurz.
This is it, you guys. This is the final opportunity. Wherever your career when here.
So, ich habe hier das Skript. Scan. What the fuck? The Wandering Village.
This has been such an amazing show so far that I must ask for Lemins.
Oh, das kennen wir auch schon. Das sind ziemlich viele Spiele, die man schon kennt. Die ich schon gesehen hatte. Das ist echt, Trash. Nein. Das ist echt, Quank. Ein bisschen verwirrend, ne?
Alright, you guys, this is the moment we have building up to all PC Gaming Showcase. Thanks to your tireless efforts to spam the chat, we have figured out which custom Mechwarrior 5 PC we are going to build. So thank you guys out there for all of your votes to help us pick the perfect rig to represent this year's PC Gaming Show. All right, day 9, can I get a drum roll?
Tom roll.
Can I get it? Or a tom roll?
Yeah, COVID
the
only.
Winner is Karina! Yay! All right, you guys, let's take a look at the actual PC winning build one more time.
Oh, I cannot wait. It's coming up. We need to take a nice peek at that beautiful looking PC.
There it is!
Ooh, there it is.
Okay. For this point,
we've got a few more brand new trailers to show you before we get out of a game we revealed 2 years ago at the PC.
Oh, komischer Grafikstil. Ist nicht meins. Song of Conquest. World premiere.
Wake up, sleeper. Dreaming again? Every cycle, you take your chances. You roll your dice. You do the work, get paid, survive. You turn up for your friends, or you don't. That's life on the eye.
Wake up, sleeper. Your body is dying. Planned obsolescence. SNRP's gift for its escaped workers. But we can fight this.
Ja, was ist das?
You can remake yourself here.
Das ist echt verwirrend.
They don't own you anymore.
Wake up, sleeper. You are hunted. Break their locks. Access their secrets.
Ja, gar nicht meins.
We are waiting.
Ich muss jetzt ja irgendwie welche Sachen machen. Exclusive.
Disciples of Warlock. With their guns and their spells and their grit, ready for plenty of hurt. Ready to cleanse the world, invaded by demons. Introducing Band of Warlocks. Because this time, one man is not enough.
Pam!
Project Warlock 2.
And there you have it, the 2021 PC side feel. The side.
Sean!
Schwäche-Effekt. Oh ja, 5 Minuten. Sieht das wie ein Lego. Lego-Mensch. Das war's. Was ist das für ein komisches Ende? Ah, okay. Hä? Das war aber echt ein komisches Ende, oder? Hä? Muss man das verstehen? Naja. Ja, die Präsentation war jetzt nicht so krass. Muss ich schon sagen. Da gab es bessere von denen. Maue, wie? So, Details. Ja, ich würde sagen, in einer halben Stunde Future Game Show. 20 Uhr. Ich guck mal, 20.15 Uhr oder 20.30 Uhr komme ich dann wieder für die Future Game Show. Die geht auch eine 1,5 Stunden. Mal schauen. Wir sehen uns dann. Bis dahin. Ciao.